New report. Climate change crisis. Catastrophic. The human cost of climate change. And it is in the throes of a silent crisis that is killing at least 300,000 people each year and climbing. More than 300 million people are already seriously affected by the gradual warming of the Earth. And that number is set to double in the next decade or two. The U.S. administration has joined the mainstream about fighting climate change. That is a big step. No matter what, the report concludes, the suffering documented in this report is just the beginning. This is a catastrophe or disaster in the making. Harmful effects from global warming are already here and worsening rapidly. The first climate report from Barack Obama's presidency warns. The language on climate change is the strongest ever to come out of the White House. Global warming has already caused more heavy downpours, changes in the weather, the rise of temperatures and sea levels, rapidly retreating glaciers, and changes in river flows. According to the document released by the White House Science Advisor and other top officials, there are, in some cases, already serious consequences. This is not some theoretical thing that will happen decades from now. Things are happening right now. Climate change is real, and it's already begun. It's happening all around the world with more severe weather, more intense storms. The White House document, a climate status report required periodically by Congress. It paints a fuller, more cohesive, and darker picture of global warming in the U.S. and around the world. One administration official called the new report a game changer. The major disruptions already taking place will only increase as warming continues, the authors wrote. They project, and this could be a conservative estimate, that the average U.S. temperature could rise by as much as 11 degrees by the end of the century or even sooner. Thresholds will be crossed, leading to large changes in climate and ecosystems, the study said in one of its key findings, adding that the survival of many species could be affected. Or, in other words, mass extinctions on a global scale. For example, in the last few decades, winters in parts of the Midwest have warmed by several degrees. The time without frost has grown by at least a week, the report said. Shorter winters have a few benefits, such as longer growing seasons, but those are changes that require adjustments just the same, the authors note. And water, too much or too little, is a dominant theme through much of the report, which says that water will continue to be a major problem in every region of the country. The U.S. Southwest is expected to get drier and hotter, for instance. So then, rising sea levels, sweltering temperatures, deeper droughts, and heavier downpours. Global warming's serious effects are already here and getting worse rapidly. The Obama administration has warned, in the grimmest, most urgent language on climate change ever to come out of any White House. The Obama administration is also backing a bill in Congress that would limit heat-trapping pollution from power plants, refineries, and factories. A key player on a climate bill in the Senate, California Democrat Barbara Boxer, said the report adds urgency to the growing momentum in Congress for passing a law. It's not too late to act, but it's getting very close. Yes, very close to the tipping point. Decisions made now will determine whether we get big changes or small ones. But what has happened already is not good. It's happening in our own backyards and affects the kind of things people care about. And it's happening very rapidly. And there's something bigger going on here. There's something more than even this. Humans don't even know the half of it. The earth is a living being in some kind of way. And one of its key findings, the report warns, thresholds will be crossed, leading to large changes in climate and ecosystems. The document, a climate status report, was a collaboration by approximately 3 dozen academic, government, and institute scientists. The observed climate changes that we report are not opinions to be debated. They are facts to be dealt with. Now, right away, said one of the report's chief authors. We can act now to avoid some of the worst impacts. Although nobody knows for sure exactly how much damage has already been done and is still being done every day all around the world. There will be more flooding disasters in New Orleans and an upheaval of the world's food supply, leading to extreme security issues. Tipping points have already been reached and have led to large changes. In some cases, there are already very serious consequences going on. And the major disruptions already taking place will only increase as warming continues. Yes, this is a catastrophe or disaster on a monumental scale. And once again, all these are more signs of the end times transition days. Transition must happen. It is ongoing all around the world every day. There are many things happening. A massive amount of signs all around the world.